Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing. So it's Saturday morning and yesterday was the 1st of February 2013. So it was the release day for the new Gatecrash set. So this is the second set in the Return to Ravnica block. And let's have a look at this. So this is the fat pack. Not really much changed in the contents, if anything. So you get your player's guide, so that's always nice if you've maybe not been following the spoilers or going on Gatherer and looking up what the set looks like. Gatecrash card box, which is essentially what this box turns into, something to store your cards. Booster packs, which are obviously always nice to open. 80 card basic land pack, so that will give you 16 of each colour. So that's sufficient to basically build mono colour 40 card decks. If you're thinking about building mono colour 60 card decks, then you would need to supplement that with more basic land. A spin down life counter, so that's a 20-sided dice, and 2 deck boxes. So let's open this up, have a look at the contents and see what sort of pulls we get. I think fat packs are definitely my favourite product because you get a sort of bit of everything in it. Okay. So the first item they mentioned on the back was this player's guide, which also acts as like a visual encyclopedia for the set. So this particular set carries on with the concept of guilds, and in these guilds are, I believe, using enemy colours. So you've got Orzhov Syndicate, House Dimir, Gruul Clans, Boros Legion and Simic Combine. So what it will do in this is obviously go through the different guilds and explain a little bit about them and their origins. I'll quickly just give you an idea of what to expect. It also, you'll notice within these player guides, they sort of cover the planeswalkers from the set. Then it always does this sort of 10 coolest Gatecrash cards. And then we move on to the sort of card encyclopedia. So this lists all the cards within this particular set in order of colour. And then up the back you have the multicoloured cards. Oh no, it's a little checklist as well added in here. Okay. So there we have the card box. Look again at the artwork. Our 2 deck boxes. I'll do the sleeve test in a moment just to see whether these can take cards with sleeves on them. Make sure these seal up good. Okay. So here's a sleeve. So no, not quite. You can see that's bending as I put it in. So again, not quite big enough to take sleeve cards. Okay, so we've got our cards here. There's our spin down counter, so it's showing with the set symbol on it. It's well wrapped. Okay, we've got our how to play guide. Let's have a look at the land artwork. I'll open up the land pack, see what's in this. Click through here, and then we'll move on to our boosters. Okay, so what we've got here looks like is basically a repeat of the land from the Return to Ravnica set, because you can tell by the set logo down there. So just in case anybody watching this hasn't watched my previous unboxing, I'll quickly flick through the top of these just so you can get some feel for the artwork. Because the theme of the set is very much around this sort of city space, you're going to get city themed artwork on here. So you won't sort of see some of the more pastoral type artwork you see in other sets. And obviously with any Magic set, you know, the land artwork, it obviously deliberately reflects the theme of the set. Okay, I think I'll stop there because many of you have probably seen this artwork before. Let's just finish up there. Okay, so now we'll move on to the boosters. Okay, so let's see what we can pull. I've refrained from looking any of this up online, so this is quite exciting to actually see what's in the set. And I'm going to go through obviously commons through uncommons to rares or mythic rares. So we've got Cloudfin Raptor. Also keep a lookout for the mechanics in the set. This has got evolve on it, so this is a mechanic in the set. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So this is a 0/1. If those criteria are met, it's going to become a +1, a 1/2, and that's for 1 blue. Predator's Rapport. Contaminated Ground, Mortis Strider, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Burst of Strength, Basilica Guards. So this has the Extort on it. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay hybrid white or black, so that's white or black. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain that much life. Spell Rupture, Simic Guildgate, which I didn't pick up 2 there. So this is going to generate green, blue mana. Zarek Tiger, Nimbus Swimmer, so this is now moving on to our uncommons. Homing Lightning, Wasteland Viper. It's got Blood Rush on it. So for 1 green, discard Wasteland Viper, target attacking creature gets +1/+2 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. So our rare is Illusionist Bracers. So this is a 2 colourless to cast. So artifact equipment. Whenever an ability of equipped creature is activated, if it isn't a mana ability, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Equip for 3. Got a mountain. And that's it for that one. So moving on. Again, we'll keep an eye out for the mechanics of the set. Aerial Maneuver, Basilica Screecher, another one with Extort on it. Disciple of the Old Ways, Massive Raid, Beckon Apparition, Ivy Lane Denizen, Death's Approach, Sage Row Denizen. So it looks like there's a denizen cycle here going on in different colours. Skyblinder Staff, Vizkopa Confessor. So we're now moving on to our uncommons. Another Extort card. Debtor's Pulpit, Undercity Informer, and our mythic, the mythic in our rare spot. So 8 and 4 blue. 8 colourless, 4 blue. Very high cost here. It's a sorcery. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your library. Then put a card from your hand on top of your library. You have no maximum hand size until your next turn. Wow. So you've basically you're just drawing all the cards in your library, but you're making sure you have one card in the library so you don't deck yourself. Okay. So we have a foil in here as well. One and a red, Crackling Perimeter. Tap an untapped gate you control. Crackling Perimeter deals 1 damage to each opponent. Nice foil. And Mountain is our land, and we have an Angel token. Okay, Massive Raid, Mortis Strider. Another thing to notice if you're not familiar with the way Magic lays out cards, you notice the guild symbols on any card which is a multicolour and has the guild colour combination. Sky Knight Legionnaire, Foundry Street Denizen, another one of those denizens, Corpse Blockade, Armoured Transport, Syndicate Enforcer, another Extort, Burst of Strength, Basilica Guards, yet another Extort. So I'm seeing a bias here towards the sort of white-black guild, because that's what the Extort mechanism is tied in with. Arrows of Justice, so we're moving on to our uncommons now. Another Homing Lightning, we had one of those earlier. Boris Elite, so this has Battalion on it. Whenever Boris Elite and at least 2 other creatures attack, Boris Elite gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So we've not seen a Battalion. Yeah, and another one, Frontline Medic. So this is our rare. 2 and a white, also has Battalion on it. So whenever a Frontline Medic and at least 2 other creatures attack, creatures you control are indestructible this turn. So it looks like the Battalion has some sort of variable ability on it based on the actual creature itself. Sacrifice Frontline Medic, counter target spell with X in its mana cost unless its controller plays 3. And that's a 3/3. Another foil, Sage Rose Denizen, so another Denizen. 2 and a blue for a 2/3. Whenever another blue creature enters the battlefield under your control, target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library onto his or her graveyard. Swamp. Just one of these sort of, I don't know what you even call them, like promotional adverts. Okay, moving on. Okay, we have a Frilled Oculus, Shadow Slice. So this has cipher on it. So I'll just read out the cipher bit, because we've not seen this before in this unboxing. Cipher. Then so it's got target opponent loses 3 life, and then it says cipher. Then you may exile this spell card, encoded on a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost. Pit Fight, Executioner's Swing, Ember Beast, Sky Games, Slate Street Ruffian, Orzhov Guildgate, another Guildgate, white-black one, Adaptive Snapjaw. I think we've looked at Evolve before, yeah. Bomber Corps, Battalion, looked at that before, so we've got obviously Battalion on the red cards. Skullcrack, so this is a first uncommon. Killing Glare, Incursion Specialist. Let's see what we have here. So we have a rare, Rubble Belt Raiders, 1 red or green, red or green, red or green. Whenever Rubble Belt Raiders attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each attacking creature you control, and it's a 3/3. Island is our land, and then another one of those promotional advert cards. Right, Shadow Slice, so we've seen that one before, it's got cipher on it. Warmind Infantry, another Battalion. Scatter Arc, Paranoid Delusions, also has cipher on it. Wojek Halberders, I think that is Halberders. It's got Battalion on it. Totally Lost, Boris Guildgate, so that's the red-white Guildgate. Oops. Assault Griffin, Adaptive Snapjaw, Skinbrand Goblin, it's got Blood Rush on it. Fire Fist Striker, so these are uncommons, Battalion on that one. Orzhov Charm, so we've got some charms in this particular set. Hellraiser Goblin, and a mythic. Okay, this is cool. So legendary creature, Obsidat Ghost Council, 1 2 white 2 black for a 5/5. Legendary creature, Spirit Advisor. When Obsidat Ghost Council enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile Obsidat. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. At the beginning of your next upkeep, it gains haste. Forest Ooze Token. Massive Raid, Metropolis Sprite, Angelic Edict, Devour Flesh, Pit Fight, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Death's Approach, Balustrade Spy, Guildscorn Ward, Furious Resistance. Uncommon is Gift of Orzhov. Oh, sorry, I think it was over. That is. was over. Mental Vapours, it's got cipher on it. Herbis Protector. Mystic Genesis is our rare 2 green and 2 blue. It's instant. Counter target spell. Put an XX green ooze creature token onto the battlefield where X is the spell's converted mana cost. Interesting counter spell. Mountain and advert. Okay. Shadow Alley Denizen, another Denizen. Scab Clan Charger, it's got Blood Rush on it. Leyline Phantasm, oh sorry, Leyline Phantom. Aerial Maneuver. Wojek Halberd, I can never say this word. Halberders. Mortar Strider. Nav Squad Commandos. Verdant Haven. Horror of the Dim. Madcap Skills. Zamek Guildmage. So first uncommon in this pack. Holy Mantle. Smog Elemental. Foundry Champion is in our rare slot. 4 colourless red-white. When Foundry Champion enters the battlefield, it deals damage to target creature or player equal to the number of creatures you control. For a single red, Foundry Champion gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and for a single white, Foundry Champion gets +0/+1 until end of turn. So these look stackable as well, which is cool. I've got a swamp and an advert. Okay. Gutter Skulk. Disciple of the Old Ways. Psychic Strike. Shattering Blow. Midnight Recovery. Last Thoughts. It's got cipher on it. Dimil Gate. It's a blue-black mana. Naturalize. So we've got Naturalize in the set. Spell Rupture. Sunhome Guildmage is our first uncommon in this pack. Hindervines. Dimir Key Rune. Don't think I've seen a key rune yet in this particular unboxing. So this one does blue-black. Our rare, we've got another one of these, we had one earlier, Rubble Belt Raiders. So this is this one, red or green, red or green, red or green. So that's hybrid red-green mana. Whenever Rubble Belt Raiders attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it for each attacking creature you control, and it's a 3/3. Another foil, so we're doing well on the foils from this particular unboxing. So this is Clinging Anemones. That looks really cool actually. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's certain foils with the artwork just look really cool. So this is a 3 and a blue for a 1/4. It has Defender, not surprising, on it with those sort of power toughness statistics. It's got Evolve on it as well. And obviously the guild symbol is also foiled there. So Forest and an advert. Oops. Okay, so our last pack. Let's see what we have. says Smite, Crocanura, Hands of Binding, so a lot of things we've not seen yet. It's got the Crocanura had Cipher on it. Oh, sorry, Evolve. This has got Cipher on it. Death Cult Rogue. Pit Fight. Seen those before. Boros Gilgate, so red-white Gilgate. Assault Griffin. Adaptive Snapjaw. That's got Evolve on it. Skinbrand Goblin. Syndicate Enforcer. Has Extort. The Goblin had Blood Rush on it. Moving on to our uncommons. Coerced Confession. Fire Fist Striker. Got Battalion. Incursion Specialist. And okay, here we go. This is a rare. So Diluvian Primordial. That's 5 and 2 blue. For creature avatar, 5/5. Flying. When Diluvian Primordial enters the battlefield for each opponent, you may cast up to one target instant or sorcery card from that player's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If a card cost this way would be put into a graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Mountain and an advert. So, pretty interesting box there. We got a couple of foils, a couple of mythics, I think, on that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. So once again, thanks for watching.